All right, well, good evening, fans. Welcome in here tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com, your home for Decatur Central Athletics broadcasts. Should be an exciting night of high school basketball as your Decatur Central Hawks play host to the number one ranked Carmel Greyhounds. Rod Kendall is my name. Thanks for joining us. And as we said, we're getting ready to bring you some high school basketball action this evening. Decatur Central, of course, coming off a very exciting win last night, a buzzer beater against Mooresville. Jimmy Lee nailing the three-pointer off the glass as time expired. And they will look to build on that for a big win this evening. Still got about 3 minutes left on our pregame clock as the teams continue to warm up there. You can see the Hawks in your screenshot as they continue to go through their pregame warm-ups. Let's take you through the starting lineups for tonight's game for your Hawks of Decatur Central as they head into the locker room. Number 10, Adam Prada, 5'11", a sophomore. Number 24 is Anthony Johnson, 6'3", a senior. Number 33, Jimmy Lee, 6'3", a senior. Number 40, Jason Stark, 6'7", a senior. And Lucaeus McNeil is number 42, 6'7", a junior. So Prada, Johnson, Lee, Starks, and McNeil, your starting lineup, that traditional five for the Decatur Central Hawks. For the visiting Carmel Greyhounds, it'll be number 3, Ryan Klein, 6'2", a sophomore. Number 10 is James Crowley, 6 foot, a senior. Number 20, James Bolovic, 6 foot, a senior. Zach McRoberts, number 22, 6'6", a junior. And number 32, Michael Bolovic, 5'9", a senior. We'll repeat those to you after the playing of our national anthem. All right, so there you go, the playing of our national anthem. And again, the starting lineups for the visiting Carmel Greyhounds. Number 3 is Ryan Klein, 10, James Crowley, 20, James Bolovic, 22, Zach McRoberts, and 32, Michael Bolovic. So, national anthem over, both teams still in the locker room. And here in just a little bit, we will have high school basketball action for you. The Pep Band with us tonight, and so we'll look forward to hearing from them throughout the course of the evening. Our next broadcast is going to come your way December 18th as the girls, as here come the Hawks back onto the court to begin their final set of warm-ups. Next broadcast is going to come your way December 18th as the girls will take on Southport. That's our final broadcast before the Christmas holiday. And then we will have action for you on December 29th as the boys travel to Zionsville to play in the Zionsville Holiday Tournament. First game will be at 11 a.m. against Zionsville, and then we'll have an evening game for you, and that'll depend on whether the boys win or lose, whether they play the early game in the evening or the late game. So we'll have plenty of Decatur Central basketball action for you over the December month, and at least 3 more games left to come your way right here on your home for Decatur Central Athletics, AudioSportsOnline.com. Here come the Greyhounds now out onto the court. And here momentarily, we're going to have basketball action for you. And obviously always tough to come back off a big win. That was a great game last night. Decatur Central had a 14-point lead at half, lost the lead on a 25-4 run to begin the second half, and then came all the way back and won it, trailing by 2. Lee hitting the three-pointer as time expired to win the ball game. And now both teams coming over to their respective benches, and we'll have the starting lineups and then basketball action for you here tonight. Carmel will be the visitors on the scoreboard. They'll wear the road blues, white letters and numbers. Your Hawks, home team, white jerseys, blue letters and numbers.
Also starting at 6 foot senior number 10, James Crawley. Starting at 6 foot senior number 20, James Polovic. Also starting at 6'6", junior number 22, Zach McRoberts. And a 5'9", senior number 32, Michael Polovic. Let's meet the third and fourth graders real quick before we meet Decatur Central's basketball team. For the third grade, we have Braden Stainer, we have Connor Marshall, Keelan Dyson, Casey Chisholm, TJ Williams, Brandon Smith, Javon, Troy Evans, and Elias J. Steffi. The fourth grade team is Noah Spivey, Jacob Matherly, Miles McGowan, Dakota Atwood, Evan Hiddle, Adrian Perry, Logan Waiters, and Donald Paramala. And now the starting lineup for Decatur Central Hawks. A 5'11" sophomore, number 10, Adam Breda. Also starting at 6'3" and senior number 24, Anthony Johnson. Starting at 6'3" and senior number 33, Jimmy Lee. Starting at 6'7", senior number 40, Jason Starr. Also starting at 6'7", junior number 42, Lucas McNeil. And coach for the Carmel Greyhounds is Mr. Scott Petty, while the Hawks are led the floor by head coach Joe Breda. The officials for tonight's game are Mr. Thomas, Walter, Ron Grimes, and Shane Stagg. A special Decatur Central Athletic Club to the Carmel Greyhound and John Williams, and athletic director Tim Inskeep.
All right, so we are just about ready to go. And it'll be McNeil to tip it up against McRoberts. No, check that. It'll be Starks to tip it up against McRoberts. And tip is underway, controlled by Johnson, and he'll get it to Prada, who will walk it up for your Hawks. Prada flips it on the wing to Lee. Lee. Johnson down into McNeil. Backing up on McRoberts. Nice move by McNeil, up and in for two. Two to nothing, Decatur Central. Volovic with it. Off to Crowley. To Volovic. Down inside. There's position for McRoberts off the glass. No, McNeil grabs the rebound. And here come your Hawks off to another strong start as they were last night. Johnson with the ball. Fires a long three, in and out. And the rebound pulled down by the Greyhounds. Now coming back the other way, Crowley to the basket, off the glass, no good. McNeil, another big rebound. And he is making his presence felt early on against the well-known McRoberts. Prada in the corner. Dribbles out. Looking into McNeil. McNeil facing up on McRoberts. Fires a little floating jumper, no good. McRoberts skies for the rebound. And here come the Greyhounds trying to tie it up. 2-0 early on. Loose ball. Hits off the back of Jimmy Lee. He didn't see it. And it'll stay in the hands of the Greyhounds. Balovic takes it towards the basket. Gets it to go, but they will say before the shot. And it's going to be Carmel ball out of bounds. 2-0 our score. 6:11 play in the first quarter of action.
Jimmy Lee, his first team of first.
There's a lob in. 3-ball. Crowley. It's good. Crowley nails the long three, and it's 3-2.
James Crowley. For three.
McNeil. Little line drive jumper, no good. And Decatur Central having some trouble early on. Connecting the ball to the bottom of the basket. There's a 3-ball. It's good. That was Klein. 6-2 the score. Back-to-back three-pointers by the Greyhounds has put them up as Johnson nearly falls down. Loose ball picked up. And here comes Crowley. Pass off to McRoberts. He'll lay it up and in for two. And it's quickly 8-2. Favor of the Greyhounds. 8-0 run for Carmel. Top of the key, right side to Starks. Or left side to Starks, I should say. Anticipation steal by McRoberts. Now foot race to the basket, and he'll lay it up and in. And a timeout's going to be called by Decatur Central. 10-2, 4:56 left to play here in the first quarter.
30-second timeout called by Decatur Central. Fans follow us on Twitter at DCHS_athletics. The boys will be back in action next Saturday as they face Perry Meridian at Perry Meridian. The girls will be back in action on Wednesday at Franklin Central while they host Mooresville next Friday. Come out and show your support for the Hawks. The Hawks Beard Shop is located at the lower level of the main lobby. Get your Hawks Beard on. Hawks Beard items make perfect Christmas presents.
Well, 10-2 is our score. 4:54 left to play in the first quarter. As the Hawks going to try to get back into this thing now. Lee with it high on the wing over to Prada. Prada dribbles left side. Looking down in for Starks. Skips it across court to Lee. Lee takes it towards the hole, lost the handle on it, gets it back up and in for two. And it's 10-4. Balovic. Now right side of three, and that's good. And Klein is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, 13-4. Down into Johnson, turnaround jumper, no. Here comes Carmel. Balovic dribbles right side. Looking down inside, McRoberts got position on McNeil, missed the layup, and Jimmy Lee ends up with the basketball. And a foul is going to be called on Carmel as Prada took it towards the hole.
Foul
13-4. 3:28 left to play in the first quarter, I should say. Lee to throw it in. Now gets it back on the wing left side. Goes one-on-one with his defender. Off the glass, no good. Loose ball. Nice save by Volovic, I'm sorry. And he's able to throw it off McNeil as it belongs to Carmel. 3:19 left to play in the first quarter of action, and it is a 13-4 ball game. Oh, nice pass. Good play by Starks, though, to get in there and knock it away. It'll sail out of bounds. It's going to belong to Carmel, but Starks able to save a sure 2 points that time. So we'll see what the Greyhounds can do here. Ball comes left side over to Klein. Now up top to Volvic. Takes it to the hole, off the glass. No, McRoberts tips it up and in. McNeil had to come over there on defense, and that left McRoberts wide open to crash the glass, and it's 15-4. Rough start for the Hawks. Or I guess you should say a rough couple minutes for the Hawks after a pretty good start. Starks fires a 2 that falls down. An acrobatic 2 there. And that'll make it 15-6 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the first. And a foul is going to be called on Prada, checking Klein as he was heading towards the basket.
Foul called on Decatur Central's number 10, Adam Brick. Subbing in the game before the Greyhounds number 33, Parker Bernhold.
15-6 our score, a minute and 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter of action. Number 33, Parker Bernhold, in the ballgame for the first time for the Greyhounds. Jumper is good. And McRoberts nailing the baseline jumper there. And that'll make it a 17-6 ball game. Prada. High on the wing. Cross court to Lee. Lee into Starks. Starks spin move. Goes up. Couldn't get it. And here comes Carmel. Good ball movement. Volovic, 3-ball. No good. Rebound McNeil. And McNeil able to clear out of there. Here comes Decatur Central. Lee dribbles to the foul line. Prada, 3. No good. And the rebound out of there. And they're going to call a foul on Lee. Reaching in. That was a bit of a late foul.
Foul called on number 30, Decatur Central, Jimmy Lee.
Helm will come in for Lee.
Team's third.
And TJ Helm in the ball game for the first time for Decatur Central.
Subbing for the Greyhounds, number 44, Grant Goodman.
Around the horn it comes. Ball on the floor. It's Crowley. Trying to get out of there. Ends up back in the... Oh, nice block by Helm as it ended up in the hands of a Carmel Greyhound. Helm got over there for the block, and Johnson on his way to the basket is fouled. Grant Goodman is who had the ball for Carmel, number 44. And Goodman was well on his way to an easy 2 before TJ Helm The 5'10 junior stepped in and made the block. Deep lob into Johnson. Johnson will dribble between the legs, takes it right side towards the hole. Little acrobatic shot, no good. Loose ball tipped up, ends up in the hands of Carmel. And they will restart the offense. There's a long two from Volovic, and that will end the first quarter. Not good if you're a Decatur Central fan. 19-6 our score. 8 minutes left to go in the first half.
Offense. Santa will be at the log cabin from 1 to 5 this Sunday. It's a great chance for you to let the little ones talk to Santa. Tell them all their Christmas wishes. You can also get your picture taken with Santa. Pets are welcome as well. All proceeds will go to help Decatur Central Relay for Life. Again, Santa will be at the log cabin from 1 to 5 this Sunday. It's a great chance to get your little ones to tell Santa all their Christmas wishes and get your picture taken with Santa. Pets are welcome as well. All proceeds help out Decatur Central Relay for Life.
All right, so here we go, back with the second quarter of action. 13-point lead for the Greyhounds. They'll start with the ball, moving from left to right. Volovic takes the high screen, flips it off to Crowley. Right side over to Volovic. And number 20 is James Volovic. And number 32 is Michael Volovic, both seniors. And they look an awful lot alike. I would say you would qualify them as twins. Crowley with it in the corner. Pass down inside to 44, Goodman. Goodman gets it up top to Volovic. Carmel in no hurry now with a 13-point lead early on here in the second quarter. Three ball, and a foul is called on Johnson, trying to fight through Tyler Kwasniewski. Check that, Parker Bernhold's screen, number 33. Volovic to throw it in. Carmel really, and they're going to call a foul on Helm, who picked the pocket of Volovic, and the crowd was not happy about that. 16th foul on the Hawks. So the next one will be free throws the rest of the way for your Carmel Greyhounds, or for the Carmel Greyhounds. Carmel again, plenty of time here as they really are working the ball, and now we're going to spend a timeout as their coaching staff less than happy about something. They've had the ball minute, 20 seconds. trying to do a quick on-the-fly memory here. I don't think they've lost the possession of the ball yet. So minute 20 in as Carmel continues to run and design plays. Of course, Ryan Osborne down there in the Carmel huddle, former longtime assistant at Avon High School, and now working at Carmel. McRoberts back in. Bolovic with it. Over to Crowley. To McRoberts. Jumper, no. Tipped up. Loose ball. And it ends up back in the hands of Carmel. So again, Carmel yet to lose possession of the ball. And you can't give them extra shots at the glass if you're Decatur Central, because they will make it count. There's a 3 ball. Just like that. Yeah, Bolovic for 3. And it's now 22-6. Carmel held the ball for nearly 2 minutes and got 3 points out of it. And when you're leading by 16 points now, that's quite all right. Prada takes it in to McNeil. Lobs it back up top to Prada. To Johnson. Johnson to the hole. Shot is short. And going to call a foul on Decatur Central, well away from the basket. They're going to call Helm with the foul. They're going to put Goodman at the free throw line.
Something in for Decatur Central's number 33, Jimmy Lee. At the line, shooting the 1-and-1, Grant Goodman.
Shot is up and good. So in a game where I think Decatur Central was really hoping to find out kind of how good they maybe are, especially after that big win last night. Not a good start for them as they trail by 17. 5.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Prada to Lee. Down into Helm. Helm going up, no good. And here come the Greyhounds. To the hole, charging foul on Bolovic.
Foul called on number 32, Michael Bolovic.
And now full timeout's going to be called by Decatur Central. 5 minutes exactly left to play in the first half. And it's a 23-6 Carmel lead.
Called by Decatur Central. Hawk fans, the boys basketball team will be playing Martinsville at Bankers Life Fieldhouse on Thursday, January 3rd. Pre-sale tickets are $10 and Decatur gives $1 of every ticket sold. Tickets will be $12 at the door and Decatur gets no profit. Come out and get your tickets early. See Ms. McWilliams for details. Your swimmers will be in action in the Marion County Swimming Friday, December 14th. Your wrestles for host Christina this coming Tuesday. And in other boys and girls action, we have the girls basketball team traveling to Franklin Central on Wednesday as they host Morrisville next Friday. The boys basketball team will travel to Perry Meridian next Saturday as they face Mountain.
Okay, so here we go. Back to action. 23-6 our score. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. And Decatur Central really needs to get something going here. They're going to get back in this one. Bennett dribbles right side. Ball knocked away. Comes to Helm. Helm back up top to Prada. Bennett. That jumper was off. Ball ends up back in the hands of Carmel. And ball to the hoop, no good. Loose ball tipped up by McNeil. It ends up back in the hands of Volovic. Around the horn it comes. 3 ball is good. Crowley, another 3. 26-6. Favor of the Greyhounds. So with 4 minutes exactly left to play in the first half, it's been a long road thus far for Decatur Central, now down 20 points. To McNeil, and McNeil is fouled as he catches the ball at the free throw line, trapped by a couple of Carmel defenders.
Foul called on number 20, Jason Volovic. His first, team's fourth, coming in the game for the Greyhounds. Ryan Klein and Parker Bernhold.
Inbound into McNeil. To Lee. Cross court to Bennett. Bennett to the hole, up and in, count it, hoop, and the harm. So some positive development there if you are a fan of Decatur Central. Chance for the 3-point play.
His first, team's fifth. The basket was good at the line to complete the 3-point play. C.B. Bennett coming in the game for the Hawks is number 40, Jason Stark. Correction, the foul is called on number 20, James Volovic. James Volovic picks up his second foul. Josh McCollum.
3:41 left to play in the first half. It's 26-8. Carmel over Decatur Central. Hawks the foul line now with a chance. Try to cut into the lead. Bennett's free throw is up and no good. And it hit the backboard, but it did not hit the rim. Therefore, it's a dead ball. And it will belong to the Greyhounds. Three ball. In and out. Rebound Carmel. And now Volovic will restart the offense. Oh, nice steal by Johnson. Now it's a foot race to the basket, and Johnson will flush it home. And Johnson for 2. 26-10 the score. And a little bit of life from Decatur Central here, now in a 2-3 zone. Klein with the ball. A little bit of life from the Decatur Central fan section. Volovic, oh, nice pass inside. Reverse layup is up and good. Great ball movement as Bernhold able to nail the 2, and that'll make it 28-10. Johnson with the ball, facing up, nowhere to go with it. Starks. And he traveled, yeah, that's going to be the call there. Minute 58 left to play in the first half of action, and it is still a 28-10 Carmel lead. Carmel has led by as many as 20. Shot up and in for 2.
his first, Team 6 at the line shooting Jason Stark.
Starks free throw is up and good. Starks makes the first. One more on the way now. 30-11 with 1:29 left to play in the first half. Shot is up. And that one rolls in and out. Johnson does grab the rebound, though. He'll go up with it off the glass. No good. Starks the rebound up. Couldn't get it to go, but he will draw the foul. So Starks continued to hustle that time and was able to put himself back at the free throw line. Chance to cut into the Carmel advantage. First one is up and good.
And the line shooting for the Hawks, Jason Starks. Subbing to the game is number 32, Michael Polovic.
One more on the way for Starks. Second one up, that's no good. So Starks, Johnson grabs the rebound again. So give him some credit. Lee will try a big three, no good. And the loose ball tipped up, ball still on the floor, and Carmel's going to track it down. So Decatur Central does continue to fight and to hustle. And a foul by Starks, as that's going to put Crowley at the free throw line.
Foul called on number 40, Jason Starks. His first, Team 8 at the line shooting the 1-and-1, James Crowley. Coming in are Zach McRoberts and Grant Goodman.
First one is up and good from Crowley. He'll have one more. Minute 12 left to play in the first half of action. Second one up and good. In the lane, up and in for two. 32-14. Decatur Central really has played Carmel even since that big run. And put them down big. 32-14 now the score. As we head towards halftime. Nice move by Crowley. Gets it off. Shot is up and in for two. As that was Grant Goodman. 30 seconds to play. Decatur Central down 20. And they can play for the final shot of the half if they desire. Johnson. Off to Prada. To Lee. Back up top to Prada. 10 seconds to go. Now Johnson. And a palming violation on Johnson. And with 6 seconds to play, the Carmel Greyhounds will have the final shot of the half. Across the timeline, Volovic. To Volovic, a three, it's no good. And that'll do it for our first half. Rough one for the Hawks until at 34-14. We'll come back. Right. Decatur trails it by score. 34-14. Take a break and be back. Second half here on AudioSportsOnline.com.
special number. The JSC would also like to thank or wish a happy birthday to Miss Emily Martin. Happy 15th birthday. How about another round of applause for the Decatur Central dance team and Miss Emily Martin on her 15th birthday. Also for your viewing pleasure will be the third and fourth grade boys. Again, we have Braden Shaner, Connor Martin, Keelan Dyson, Casey Chisholm, TJ Williams, Brandon Smith, Javon Tracy, Troy Abbott, Elias Duffy, Dylan Spivey, Jacob Matherly, Miles McGowan, Dakota Atwood, Evan Hiddle, Adrian Terry, Logan Waiters, and Zanal Padwala.
All right, so here we go. Back with the second half here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Rob Kendall with you. Thanks for joining us tonight as the Decatur Central Hawks trail the Carmel Greyhounds by a score of 34-14. Ready to go with the second half, and when we do that, it will be Decatur Central ball moving from left to right now. Decatur Central, the home team in white, blue letters and numbers. Carmel, the road blues, white letters and numbers, gold trim. And we'll see if Decatur Central can get back in this one. Certainly spotting the number one team in the state, 20 points. Perhaps not the best course of action, but. And Pareda for three. A good start for the Hawks as we begin the second half. Pass down inside to McRoberts, double teamed. Kicks it back up top. Oh man, wide open. Zvolovic, nice give to McRoberts, blocked from behind by Johnson. And here comes Decatur Central. Pareda dribbles into the corner, skips it across to Johnson. Johnson's got it, he'll try a three. It's good, and a quick 6-0 run to begin the second half. And that'll make it 34-20 in favor of the Greyhounds. A good start for Decatur Central. Klein gives it off to McRoberts. Back up top to Crowley. Crowley takes it inside. Floating jumper, no good. And here comes Decatur Central. Pareda over to Johnson. Johnson into McNeil. McNeil, turnaround jumper short, and that'll come back into the hands of the Greyhounds. Klein wide open for three. It's in and out, no good. McRoberts skies for the rebound. McNeil playing strong defense, and a foul is going to be called on, going to get Starks maybe coming over the back. No, they'll get McNeil. And it will be, are they going to say that's a, going to call that a two-shot foul? Wow. They are going to call that a two-shot foul. So McRoberts will head to the foul line and shoot two. First one's up and good.
Shooting number 22 is Zach McRoberts.
Second one is no good. Starks grabs the rebound, so it's now 35-20. And we'll see what the Hawks can do with this trip down the floor. Into Johnson. Johnson up and in for two. 8-1 run to begin the second half for the Hawks. Oh, that's a travel. Yeah, they're going to get Klein with the travel. Came up with the ball and then came back down with it. And so Klein commits the travel. And it's 35-22. Decatur Central with a chance to chip into the lead. Lee with it high on the wing. Nowhere to go with the ball. Flips it over to Pareda. Pareda into Starks. Starks turns around, faces up. He's going to go up with it. Couldn't get it to go. And the bigs for Decatur Central just really not getting good looks at the basket thus far in the ball game. Some of the best looks have come from the guard play. And a technical foul called on Pareda. So they've called a technical foul on Pareda. Bennett will come in.
Technical foul called on number 10, Adam Pareda.
So that won't help. Klein will go to the foul line. We'll see what the sophomore can do with two free throws. First one's up and good, and in a game that really trying to claw your way back into, 3 points for the opposition, never going to help. Second one is up and good. backdoor pass was intended for Volovic, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Pass in to Johnson. Johnson to Lee. Lee on the wing. Dribbles in. Down inside to Starks. Starks is fouled, and he'll shoot two. 37-22. With 5:03 left to play in the third.
Number 10, James Crowley. His second. Team's first for the second half. At the line, shooting number 40, Jason Starks.
Shot is up and good. One more on the way. Shot is up and good. So Starks makes them both, lead back to 13 as it's 37-24. Oh, nice move in there by Crowley. Couldn't get it to go. And McNeil comes out of there with it as the Hawks. And a moving screen is going to be called on Starks. Johnson got the shot to go, but Starks not real happy with the moving screen call.
Team's fourth in the second half.
Well, Decatur Central continues at least on the positive to get the ball in the hole. But unfortunately that time it is not going to count due to the moving screen. And a foul called on Starks. So Decatur Central piling up the fouls. That's already their fifth with 4:21 left to play in the third. Three ball. No good. Loose ball. Tracked down by Lee. Lee to Johnson. Johnson. Oh, he'll try a long three. No good. Starks skies for the rebound. Puts it up. No good, but he will draw the foul. And Starks is going to shoot two. So Starks will now have a chance to add to the, or to chip in, I should say, to the Decatur, yes, the Decatur Central deficit.
Number 3, Ryan Klein is forward. Team's second. At the line, shooting number 40, Jason Starks.
Now we're going to get a timeout called by Carmel.
Full timeout called by the Greyhound. Offense, the boys basketball team will be in action next Saturday at Perry Meridian High School as they face off the Falcons. The girls basketball team will travel to Franklin Central Wednesday, and they host Northville on Friday. Team for the Friday game is Ugly Christmas Butter Night. Check out the DC Athletic website, www.dchawks.com, for the latest news and events in the athletic department, as well as up-to-date schedule. You can also view all boys and girls basketball games live or on archive. Check out the link to our website. At this time, the Central High School Athletic Department would like to thank you for the sponsors. Community Health Network, Royal Spa, Jones Sportswear, Tire Barn Warehouse, Edwards Drive-In. To get information about corporate sponsorship or to advertise in the Hawk Sport magazine, please contact us. Kelly McWilliams, the DCHS Athletic Office.
So Starks will be at the foul line, 37-24 the score. Shot is up and good. So Starks really finding that nice touch here in the second half from the foul line. This is to get it closer here. Neal Greyhounds halfway through the Hawks rather halfway through the third quarter have cut this lead as close as it's been in quite some time. It's at half of what we began the quarter at. See what Carmel can do here. Volovic into Volovic. Back out up top. Volovic dribbles in the lane. In the corner, and it'll sail out of bounds, and it'll belong to Decatur Central. So the Hawks, chance to get this thing into single digits. And you got to give Decatur Central a lot of credit. It was 34-14 at half, and it's now 37-27 as the Hawks have clawed their way to within 10 points. Into Johnson. He'll face up. Puts it on the floor. Spin move. Goes up, and he drew the foul, and Johnson will shoot two. 3:06 left to play in the third period.
His third, team's third. At the line shooting, Anthony Johnson.
Johnson, free throw on the way. And it's good. He's cut it to 9. Chance for him to trim this thing to 8 now. We'll see what they can do. And it's good. The lead is 8. They've cut 12 off the lead here in the third. And a travel is called on Volovic. He had the lane to the hole, and they called the travel. So the Decatur Central Hawks continue to have opportunities here to dip into the Carmel advantage. Johnson backing down. He'll go up. No. Starks has it sail out of bounds off his hands. Johnson was looking for a foul that time, couldn't get it. 5 team fouls for the Hawks, 3 for the Greyhounds, 2:39 left to play in the third period. Long three from Crowley, and it's good. Man, Crowley will shoot it from anywhere, and that'll make it 40-29. And Johnson fouled on his way to the basket. He will shoot 2. 2:13 left to play in the quarter.
Foul called on number 20, Jason Volovic. His fourth, team's fourth.
Free throw is up and good. Lead back to 10, 40-30.
Seven of the game for the Greyhounds, number 44, Grant Goodman.
Second one is up and good. Loose ball picked up by Crowley. Crowley in the lane, takes it to the hole, off the glass and in for two. 42-31. And the problem you run into if you're Decatur Central is even though they've been on this nice run, that if Carmel goes back on a little run of their own, it really negates everything you've done. So they got to be real careful here. Lee's going to try a long three, in and out, and that would have been big. And here come the Greyhounds, as we talked about. Ball stolen away. Bennett's got it, and Bennett is fouled from behind. And now Volovic is giving an earful to the referee. That's a couple times he's done that. Now keep in mind, there already was a technical foul called in this game on Prada. And speaking of Prada, he comes back in for the first time since the technical.
Start of the game for Decatur Central's number 10, Adam Prada.
Minute 15 to go. Johnson to the rim, up, no good. Starks is cleared out on the rebound. No call. And now a big defensive stand coming up here for Decatur Central. Bernhold to Volovic. Three ball. And that hurts if you're Decatur Central, as the lead stands back up to 14 for Carmel. Lee thought about a three and passed on it. Comes to Johnson. Johnson dribbles right side. To Starks. Into McNeil. McNeil turns around. Line drive jumper no good. And a foul from behind, as they're going to get Goodman on the push-off. Starks came flying in for the rebound. And that'll be the sixth team foul on the Greyhounds. So free throws the rest of the way for the Hawks. Inbound to Starks. On top to Johnson, to Prada. He'll try a three. In and out. And Carmel looks content, perhaps, to play for the final shot of the quarter. Oh, nice steal from behind. Loose ball. It's going to end up in the hands of Crowley. He'll fire it up, and it's short. So Decatur Central chips into that lead, but the question is whether or not it will be enough. And that answer does indeed remain to be seen. Got 8 minutes left in this one. They trail at 45-31. All right, here we go. 8 minutes left to play. Carmel with the 14-point lead. Crowley to Volovic. And Goodman missed the shot. Rebound up and in from Bernhold. And a foul as Prada was breaking towards the basket. That should be the 17th foul, which put Prada at the free throw line.
Here's the third, team 7 at the line shooting the 1-1, Adam Prada.
Apologize for that. Table was knocked over by the Carmel video man. So, apologize for losing our camera shot there. The free throw, one more free throw on the way as it's 47-32 now the score. Second free throw is good. And it's now 47-33. Hoop and the harm. And that'll make it 49-33. Chance to complete the three-point play.
Basket is good. A foul called on number 40, Jason Starks. His fourth. Team 6.
Chance to complete the three-point play.
Sub of the game for Decatur Central, number 15, TJ Held.
And the free throw is good. Johnson backing down. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Johnson as he backed right into the Carmel defender.
24, Anthony Johnson. His second, team 7.
So we'll see what Carmel can do with the ball now. Leading by 17. To the lane. Nice move by Volovic. And ball up and in for 2. 3 ball. Good. Johnson for 3. And a timeout going to be called by Decatur Central. 52-36 the score. 6:15 remaining to play in the ball game.
Called by Decatur Central. Offense, check out DC Athletic website, www.dchawks.com, for the latest news and events in the athletic department, as well as up-to-date schedules. You can also view all boys and girls basketball games live or on archive. Check out the link to the website. Follow us on Twitter at DCHS_athletic. At this time, the Decatur Central High School Athletic Department would like to thank the corporate sponsors: Community Health Network, Royal Spa, Jones Mortuary, Edwards. Corporate sponsors please contact Ms. Kelly McWilliams at the DCHS Athletic Office. Don't forget to stop by the log cabin and see Santa. That's right, Santa will be at the log cabin from 1 to 5 tomorrow. It's a great chance for your little ones to tell Santa all their Christmas wishes and get a picture taken with Santa. Pets are welcome as well. All proceeds go to the Decatur Central Relay for Life.
So full timeout over by the Hawks. Nearly a steal by Prada. And now a timeout's going to be called by Carmel. 30-second timeout. As the
30-second timeout called by the Carmel Greyhounds.
timeout over, 6:02 left to play in the ball game. Carmel with the ball in the lead. They lead at 52-36. Into McRoberts, and he is fouled, and he will shoot two.
Foul called at number 15, TJ Helms. His the third. Team's aimed at the line, shooting number 22, Zach McRoberts.
Zach McRoberts makes the first, 6'6" junior. One more on the way. And second one is good. Cross court to Lee. Lee, a three ball. No good. Rebound McNeil. McNeil, no good on the putback. Loose ball tracked down by McRoberts. And here come the Hawks back the other way. Or, I'm sorry, the Greyhounds, rather, back the other way. Clock continues to wind. 5 minutes left to play. McRoberts reverse layup, hoop, and the harm. And that'll stretch the lead all the way back to 20 points. So the Decatur Central run now completely erased. It's 56-36, 5 minutes left to play in the ball game.
Number 42, Caius McNeil. His second, team tonight. At the line, shooting the three-point play, Zach McRoberts.
Shot is up and good. And that will extend the lead to 21. Johnson a three. It's good. And Anthony Johnson bites the dust, hits the ground hard as Decatur Central will spend a timeout off the made three ball. 57-39 the score. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the ball game. And a foul on Johnson, far away from the basket. Hitting Volovic.
Foul was called on number 24, Anthony Johnson. His third. Team for the double bonus. At the line shooting for the Greyhounds, Michael Volovic.
Shot is up and good. Second shot is up and good. Johnson to the hole, up and in for two. And the hoop and the harm.
Foul called on number 15, TJ Helm. His fourth. At the line shooting the three-point, Jacob Volovic. Sub of the game is number 33, Parker Berthold.
4:12 left to play. 61-41. Shot is no good. McNeil grabs the rebound. Johnson, or I'm sorry, to Starks. To McNeil, and a travel on McNeil.
Sub of the game for the Greyhounds, James Crawley.
McRoberts. Round the horn it comes. To Volovic. To Klein. To Crowley. Carmel continues to keep the starters in despite having the sizable lead. Volovic. Top to Crowley, and a foul on Helm.
Foul called on number
And I think that's
15,
going to be the fifth foul on Helm.
His fifth.
So Helm will head to the sidelines. That's the 10th team foul on Decatur Central. First shot is up, and it's no good.
Number 22, CB Bennett.
One more on the way now. Second shot is up and good. Prada with it to Johnson. He'll try a three. It's good. Johnson. Another three ball by Johnson. 62-44. Timeout Decatur Central. 3:12 left to go in the ball game.
Full timeout called by Decatur Central. All fans, the boys basketball team will be playing Martinsville at Baker's Light Fieldhouse on Thursday, January 3rd. Pre-sale tickets are $10 for everyone 5 and older. $1 going to Decatur Central High School Athletics. Tickets will be $12 at the door and no money for the school. Please get your tickets early. See Ms. McWilliams for details. The Aquahawks will be in the Marion County Swim Meet this starting Friday, December 14th. Your DC Wrestlers will host Messina here at the high school on Tuesday. The girls will be in action on Wednesday at Franklin Central as they take on the Flashes. And they host Mooresville Pioneers this Friday here at home. The theme for this evening game is Ugly Christmas Sweater Night. Come out and support your Hawks.
Time back in. And now a steal by Starks, and he'll lay it up and in for two. 62-46, Decatur Central. Give them a lot of credit. They continue to fight, even late in the ball game. Carmel with the ball. Off to McRoberts, and as he tries to flush it down, he's fouled by McNeil.
Foul called on number 42, Lucas McNeil. His third at the line shooting, Zach McRoberts.
First one is good. Second one up and good. Sharks lost the handle on it out of bounds. It'll belong to Carmel. Oh, nice pass to McRoberts, and he'll put it in for two. Boy, great pass there by Crowley to McRoberts. Excellent ball movement as Carmel has produced all night long, and it's 66-46 with 1:35 to play. Prada. Ball stolen away. McRoberts passes it ahead to Volovic. Volovic will just dribble out and restart the offense to Klein, to Crowley. And Johnson tried to foul. No foul call. McRoberts with it. Lobs it up top. Carmel in ball control mode. Volovic with it. And now a foul is called. 66-46. Minute 6 to play in the ball game.
Foul called on number 10, Adam Prada. His fourth.
Shot is up and good.
Some of the game for Carmel, number 33, Parker Berthold, and number 34, Tyler Kwasniewski.
Second one up and good. Three ball Johnson, no good. Goodman in. Carmel really does go about 8 deep, still playing the same group of guys that they've played the entire game. 68-46. Carmel moving the ball, winding this clock down. 15 seconds to go, and it looks like that's where it's going to end. So Carmel will take it tonight by a score of 68-46, and the Hawks split the home stand with a win over Mooresville and a drop to the Carmel Greyhounds. So 68-46, our final score tonight. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Kelly McWilliams, the entire athletic staff out here at Decatur Central High School. Thank you once again. Have a very safe rest of your weekend. And until next time, I'm Rob Kendall saying have a great night.